Today on Nerdalific, we're going to take a look at the Averageif formula. On a previous video, we looked at the on-time delivery performance and figured out the formula on how to average out the on-time delivery percentage. In that example, we talked about what would happen if we added zeros across the board for the rest of this range. Now, how can we keep this a static formula for the exact same range, but not have to worry about it taking into consideration all of these zeros? That is what the Averageif formula will do for you. So let's just delete this average formula and start typing in Averageif. So first it's going to ask for the range. So this is going to be the range of percentages for every month, comma. Now the criteria is going to be that if the data is over 0%, then you're going to include it in determining the average. So the trick with the Averageif when you're using a greater than or equal to or less than any of those symbols is it has to be in quotations. So let's go open quotations, greater than, close quotations. Now you need the and symbol and 0. Now it's asking you in brackets there, you can see it says the average range. Now the average range is optional. Let me explain this to you. If you had multiple columns and you wanted to figure out the average of column 3, only if column B had certain criteria, then you would have to add in the average range, so that it would know that based on the criteria in column B, you want to figure out the average of column D. But in this case, we only have one row, so we don't need to add an additional average range. Now our average makes a lot more sense because we don't need to add in all of these zeros into consideration into our calculation. This is the simple way of doing an Averageif formula. In future videos, we'll go a little bit more in detail. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on Nerdalific.